Great Britain played a very inspiring second half against Spain yesterday. And when you speak to Coach Montagnana in the post-game press conference, she said, take away that second quarter, we could have come out much, much different at the end of the game.
Absolutely. And the thing is, they're going to work to the last second. This team dug their heels in. Even though they lost, they managed to, bring back the score.
Of course, it's going to be an exciting, exhilarating matchup. Well, there you have it. Sweden do have first possession. Elderbrink.
Coming off a elbow surgery, so not fully at her as Temi Fagbenle.
I saw a bit of a Xenia Stewart on that move. The spin to the baseline. Quick thinking.
And already we spoke about Fagbenle's efficiency, touch around the basket. She's on the board early.
You don't want to leave Lucas wide open, and that is why. Time winding down here for Winterberg. Norton's got to go for another three. This one's up, and no problem this time. He averaged a double-double in the EuroBasket qualifiers, and 2 from Shanice Beck. And she's got to have that confidence in a three-point shot. We know she's a very consistent mid-range shooter, but she's got to be able to keep taking those if she's wide open. As Elderbrink curls the screen and finishes inside the paint.
Big energy from Elderbrink.
Finding Wilkerson. Wilkerson trying to bang in the paint. Back to Norton made a last three, goes to another one, and well, we talked about confidence. Now she's 2 out of 3 from the three-point line.
Yeah, she's been here multiple times. Her 8th EuroBasket for Sweden, so she knows exactly where she needs to be. I had a lovely chat with her. A good job from her shooting in rhythm.
Good take back. Get it rejected. Back Bentley.
Lovely timing in the air, swats it. Offensive rebounding was really good for FIBA yesterday, even though they struggled at times.
Well, Holly Winsberg's got to put up from no man's land.
Gets in her body. Here's the long-range three with the time running out.
Lucas now bumps. Tries to make contact. Great Britain come up with it. They got numbers. Wilkerson to her left. Gives this one up, and another. Oh no, they've put a foul. 7-point lead currently here to Great Britain. Lucas now finds an open. Attacks goes in.
Beautiful.
She's so explosive, so deadly quick. Nice little take in the paint. They want to put Fagbenle into foul trouble. Nice little dish off, and again, beautiful basketball by Sweden. Neatly tucked away by Ellen Nyström.
Nyström, lovely. They worked so hard.
Ashby on the perimeter. She had 17 yesterday. Green now, pump face, goes in and still gets it. Nice work by Sheridan Green. Nyström here in the paints. Trying to find Elderbrink. There's a handoff. Elderbrink pulls up off the dribble, and again, veterans play, cool, calm, and collected.
Listen, stops on the dime.
Sweden right now just being outfought here by Great Britain. Ashby, she made a few yesterday. And another offensive board. And gets the one. Sheridan Green. I'm telling you, she is possessed to make sure they finally get their first victory, not only at the EuroBasket. Sweden just need to dig deep on defense. But they find Fagbenle wide open. Now they extend the lead to 7 yet again. Sweden have a second. Fontaine doesn't get it off in time in this game for sure, both teams. Halverson finds Fontaine under the bucket. Missy Brown trying to stand her ground here, but not enough. Fontaine, nice move inside the paint. Elderbrink. Working every ball screen here with Halverson.
Got a mismatch down low, they find it. Yeah, good job. Yeah, yesterday some really tough calls on her where she had to sit on the bench.
Jump curls the screen.
Nice.
Can she replicate that three-point success in the last game against Sweden? Elderbrink quickly finds Fontaine. While Fagbenle with a second block of the game.
Brown isn't coming up.
Well, Holly Winsberg's got to put up a prayer. But now Lucas has time and space, finds Fontaine. She'll go up and she'll cut it back down to a three-point deficit. The only player in double figures, and when you play at this pace, there was a assist finding Fontaine. Just a little too long to get into a set. Winterberg finds Brown. Brown penetrates, nowhere to go. Again, time's winding down. Winterberg's got to go from the logo. Are you kidding me? Holly Winterberg. That is... Just went over the eye of London. That's it. Beckford Norton wants to run. Trying to be more clinical, more efficient. Winterberg, one-legged floater now, giving them the biggest lead of the game. And a timeout is going to be called by Sweden.
Good job on the defensive end, having to push Great Britain to shoot those kind of long threes.
Relieve a little bit of pressure was Natalie Fontaine, but she is on the bench at the moment. Lucas now curls the screen. No stopping her. 7 points already here in the first half.
Yeah, that's really tough.
Beckford Nord now guarded by Lucas. Bodley trying to match up, and you would imagine Winterburn would probably fancy this matchup. Winterburn penetrates. Nobody crashing apart from Wilkerson. Sweden can't cut it down to 2.
Nobody's stopping the ball.
Lucas pulls up and an easy invitation. Not been tough enough if you haven't picked up the foul, but they're only within 2 points. Winterburn, nice pass, finds back Bentley and finishes under intense pressure.
Yeah, you've seen that multiple times between those two. Play domestic together and London Lions, and then Beşiktaş in Turkey, so they have that great connection.
Lucas denies the screen, goes to south, misses. Great Britain can have numbers if they push.
In the qualifiers did her damage last night, so they've got to figure out a way how to slow her down. I don't know if that's possible.
Double handoff offense. There's Fontaine in the corner, and what I tell you, if she gets going, see, it could be a problem for Great Britain. Lucas now attacking early, goes in, and finally gives Sweden the lead. There's 2 early three-pointers in the first half. Wilkerson flashes high, 17 feet, nails it, nothing but net. Elderbrink trails the screen. Lucas. Elderbrink can't give him a 5-point lead. The 3 is up, and it's good from downtown.
Winterburn, tough. It's unfortunate for Elderbrink.
5-point lead currently here to Sweden. Great Britain. All in stuns in the second quarter. Nice penetration by Winterburn. That's what they need, is now she has 10 points.
Poor execution. Here's the baseline drive.
Maybe level things up if they can hit the 5th three-pointer. Ashby, there you go, 3 is up, and she does just that. We're all tied. We're getting fouled, but right now for Great Britain, the key thing we both said it, you've got to get the ball in the paint. 5 to go here in the third quarter. Both teams want to get a win tonight. Elderbrink finds Valding, wide open, 3, got it. Huge 3.
Massive.
Let's have a,
no, this
well,
is
here
the
we go.
quick. This is the three-pointer, set her feet.
Another ball screen, a continuation in every offense. There's a step back, there's the mid-range, and Sweden's leading scorer, maybe the greatest of all time. Another turnover for Great Britain. Sweden want to capitalize. Lucas left wide open. Now she penetrates, pulls up, and again, it's just too easy. And Clara Lucas, right now, taking this game over.
Wing and then go inside to back Bentley.
Lucas pick apart with Trigger. Now finds Ash, she'll fire a 3, and now giving them, for the first time, a double-digit lead.
Third quarter, and no doubt has got her rest because she's about...
10-point deficit. Henderson pump fakes. Now penetrates, goes in, and much better play by Great Britain. Tries to fake the pass, finds Vadling.
It's unfortunate.
Bentley in transition, bit of contact, no foul call, but she finishes, but doesn't protest either. It's a 4-0 run. And they build on it. We'll go for another 3, and another 3-point foul attempt given. Henderson getting a handout. Pass there for Winterburn. Now she'll still go for the 3. Well, abracadabra. Well, here we go. There's the magic, and then abracadabra. Great Britain want to run here. Well, gets rejected. Again, this time they find Green. Same question, I'll ask it again. Fontaine. Oh, another good block here, and Great Britain comes up with it. In fact, Bentley runs. Winterburn now finds back Bentley. Triple team comes. Round in the paint, gets rejected. But nothing coming of it yet. Lucas goes back door. Loses control, goes in, and now makes it a 12-point lead. And she'll be going to the charity stripe for a 3-point play.
Honestly, incredible. She's kind of laughing at herself because the ball comes back into her hands. but just finds a way.
Everything has got to be calculated on both ends. Eastrom, again, another wide open three, now makes it a 16-point ball game.
Slow down. Okay, yes, so she was just wide open. Ashby lost her on the rotation there.
Edison now finds Holly Winterberg. Back Bentley, she tried 1-3 tonight and finally gets one. Could that be the moment? Well, Sweden's offense has been terrific. It's been patient, it's been calculated, it's been meticulous. Can it maintain for 7 more minutes? Elderbrink, nice dive, wide open look, finding Halverson and putting it back to 15.
Patience, they know a big hedge is coming from the post players for Great Britain.
Nice take by Winterberg, goes in, a lot of contact. She's got 15 tonight. We got to score here because we're almost near the halfway mark. But Sweden's got to hold on defensively. This is a take by Winterberg and a nice move. She's got 17 tonight. One's actually coming. Lucas kicks out. Fontaine, she's 1 for 5, 2 for 6.
Big hit from Fontaine.
Like the kick out. Fontaine, cash money in the corner. Big time 3. Winterberg, bit of contact, one-legged fadeaway, and still gets it to drop. 19.
She's asking for the foul. She'll go to the free throw line. This is the bump. Oh, that's unfortunate. Did all the hard work.
Ashby goes in, and what a block by Lucas.
Not giving up on it. Ashby gets stuck, turning, shoots it with the wrong hand. Great game for her today.
Mike Bentley trying to go for a post-up. There's a kick out. Ashby going for another 3. That cuts it down. Under 2 minutes. Well, Fontaine became the 4th player in double figures for Sweden after converting that last 3-pointer. Edison down the middle. Tries a pump fake. Step through, goes in. Now cutting it down to 10. But 83 seconds left. Trying to get a 3 if you can. Back Bentley. That's a tough one. There's a kick out. Jump. Quick pull up. Now cutting it down to 8. And a timeout is going to be called by Sweden. Halverson, mismatch. Got it by Ashby. Spinning baseline. Wow.
Lovely.
Beautifully executed.
Really lovely job. The double team came over.
Ashby pulls up for a quick 3. Now it's a 7-point ball game. Don't you want to get up right away, trap in the full court, and force them into a bad putt? Sweden will indeed pick up their first win of the 2025 FIBA Women's EuroBasket. And it's their 3rd win in a row since the qualifiers against Great Britain.